Sorry guys that I didn't upload my video yesterday. I had other plans and decided to reschedule my last training of the week to be on a Sunday, and yeah, so here I am on a Sunday morning. Airstrike. Today is the last day of the week. Gonna do some deadlifts. I forgot my deadlift socks today, but it is a compensation for the fact that I had a rest yesterday. I'm not gonna let myself whine about things today. I also really struggle getting out of bed. I figure I really needed the sleep. I had a good rest, and it's time to lift some weights now. And one more thing, I found out this morning that I hit 100 subscribers, so thank you. Perfect timing, I guess. Alright, it's time to go. So this is a Sunday in Aachen. Why is it so cold today? Let's do some warm-up sets now. I might as well have kind of injured my back 2 days ago, so I'm being precautious about things. Let's just warm up a little bit more. Here's a brief explanation of how things are going to work. I had a very different start position regarding my deadlift. I'm probably going to do one more warm-up set with the previous settings that I had and the setting that I have now. Last year I was trying out the round back, probably rolling my upper back to be closer to the bar and also kind of holding the bar with my fingertips. These are the two main things I'm going to change. I'm trying to keep my upper body as upright as possible now, and I'm not trying to focus on the round back anymore, more of a chest up, so my center of mass stays within this line where I'm trying to pull. This might as well lead to a stronger hip thrust, which is what I'm trying to work on in this block. I'm not trying to hold the bar with my fingertips anymore. Maybe I'm gonna lose a centimeter or two in terms of range of motion, but it's gonna be more stable holding the bar. So I'm gonna do one more warm-up set with the previous settings that I had and the settings that I have now. All right, let's do this. And yeah, also one thing I forgot is the stance. I'm trying to do a narrow stance now, which kind of makes the position of my hip go a bit backwards. Two key points for this change. First of all, due to the shift of my center of mass backwards, I feel much more stabilized while pulling. Second of all, I have a much stronger hip thrust because I have more room to thrust my hips inside. I think it's time to check. I always kind of forget that 8 sets of whichever exercise you're doing, if you only have 1 minute of rest between your sets, it's going to be nasty. I think I kind of struggled in my last 2 sets. It was not on the level, oh, it's heavy, I can't lift this weight. But it was like, my body is denying the set. And I think it's working well. Deadlifting is more of a leg press now. It's getting much better. Time to move on to some tempo bench press now. Let's do this. I'm pretty confident to say that I'm getting much more used to the soft touch that I have. The approach of the whole bench press is now more like I'm trying to pause the bar even before it touches my chest. I'm just hovering the bar at the height of my chest. It's not that I'm just letting go of the bar and resting my arms while pushing the bar up with my back and my chest. Yeah, I think the best explanation would be hovering the bar right where my chest is. It's not letting it sink inside. I can maintain the tension in my body. So I think it is much more stable. It's a bit harder for my legs, which is probably a good sign. I'm using much more leg drive and my leg drive is getting much more stable. So yeah, I'm doing my sets with 100 kg. Focus of the day is more of the hovering bench with an explosive push. And yeah, third set, let's go. Yeah, so I don't think there's a lot to say about the bench press. It's on track, so just need to repeat the things that I did today until I can finally load some big weights on my bench. Yeah, time to get some back pump. Alright guys, the funniest part of training is over now. Time for some damn Copenhagen planks. I've never been to Copenhagen, but if this is how it feels like to be in Copenhagen, I don't want to be there. Alright, time to suffer. Fuck, is this really happening? I don't know if I'm tripping, but this is feeling much easier than it did last week. What the Well, seems like my adduction improved itself in a week. Maybe it's more of a dopamine effect that I never trained my adductors before. And this is my second time doing Copenhagen planks. I'm pretty sure that my coach is going to tell me that I'll have to increase the time of doing planks. I made the set a bit harder by maximizing the length between my head and my legs, so I was actually barely on the bench with my legs, with my feet, I mean. So the set was much harder than last week, but I still got the feeling that it wasn't killing me today. So next week, I'm probably dead. Yeah, time to do some chin-ups and I'm good to go home, so. Time to hit the Arnold, and then I'm gone. So this week, the hardest part of training was actually going to the gym because we are currently at about 2 degrees Celsius, but with a lot of wind. So I was kind of underestimating the weather. So I had this tank top and 2 layers of jackets with me. So no need of a cold shower today, I guess. Anyways, I am really satisfied with the training this week. Every single session was better than the one from last week. And today, the technique of my deadlift was sitting, bench felt great. And now it's probably time to tell you guys why I'm kind of over-exaggerating about the feelings that I have in these types of videos, because I was born and raised in a family with 2 kids and I'm the last one, which means I might as well have received things that I wanted to have if I wanted. It's kind of typical when you're the youngest in the family. My brother, for example, had to wait years until we got a dog. It didn't work out well for him. Of course, we didn't have a dog right after I asked them, but it took me maybe a few months. My brother was abroad in Canada, I guess. When he got back home, he was kind of stunned. All right, that easy, I guess, huh? That are the old habits that I used to have. I'm trying to get rid of them because if you get older, you kind of learn that the world doesn't give you things that you want. This is exactly what I'm trying to conquer at the moment. So even when my body is in pain and aching, I'm trying to go through things, kind of the mindset I want to have while living. Shit's gonna happen, you know, things are gonna happen to you that you're not really comfortable with. It's rather inevitable. So I'm really trying to learn how to live with the worst of life. If you can overcome the pain of being in a bad situation, life is going to be much easier. I don't really know if my philosophy of understanding life is correct, but in most cases, nobody will be there to save you from your shit. Just you against the world. It's more of your own task to learn how to rise if you fall in all possible ways, mentally or physically. I think I'm getting better every single day, and I love training because this is exactly where I get my life lessons. As I said this week, I would probably have to reduce the amount of videos I'm uploading per week. I hope you guys understand. I'm just trying to find a balance between training, recording, editing, and also the other part of my life. Anyways, thank you very much again for watching my videos. If you stayed until this very moment, I'm pretty confident to say that you are interested in my videos, so deepest gratitude for that. Thank you very much. If there is anything you want me to talk about, or if you have things to talk about yourself, feel free to leave comments. I just really hope that these videos are also influencing you guys in a positive way and in a good way. Yeah, so have a nice weekend, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some heavy squats. All right, peace.